So I've been really wanting to make this video because it is important to me, and I hope that I can reach out to other women and other people that could be going through this, or to keep them from going through it, because it's really not that fun. I have been going through a surge of emotions with everything that has been going on. I am now 3 months postpartum. It has been a struggle. When I say a struggle, I mean a lot of things, but mainly my focus with this video is I wanted to talk about my milk supply, lactation, boobies. I was trying to make this video without interruption, but of course, you know, I have 2 kids. I have 3 kids. Damn! But I have 2 at home all the time with me. One is about to be 2 next month, and my other is 3 months. It is ridiculously hard to even try to do anything. I'm surprised I have some eyelashes on today, because usually that doesn't happen. But I did have, oh gosh. So if you feel like I'm talking a little fast, I probably am, because I want to kind of like touch base on everything, and I won't get a chance to make this video without children or solo, whatever, in quiet mode, because it's just not gonna happen. So I'm sorry for the noise in the background with a crazy child. I am a great producer as far as milk supply, and I've never really had any problems. I overproduce, if anything. I have had mastitis quite a few times because of overproduction, but now that I know what it's like, I know how to manage it, I know how to keep it from coming. With this baby, I did anyways. I went through figuring out if I wanted to have any more kids later. Definitely not anytime soon, but me and my boyfriend decided that it's not something that we wanted to do anytime soon, because shit is crazy. If you know, you know. It is absolutely intense. A lot of work. Anyways, we aren't sure if we don't want to have any more kids, like done dada forever. So here he comes with this hammer. Hi. So because we don't know if we don't want to have any, I decided, hey, you know what, I'll go on birth control for now, and we'll see from there. I waited a while to figure out which one I wanted to go on. I kind of asked around, and I asked around on IG. I also watched some videos on YouTube. Well, I watched like 2. Who am I kidding? I don't have time for that. I decided to get Depo because it seemed like the easiest thing, that it was only 3 months, and then if I didn't want it, or, you know, like, it didn't work out for me, then 3 months isn't that long compared to like 1, 3, 5, whatever years. I didn't want something. I did have the Implanon. I had the Implanon quite a few years ago, but it didn't go well with me. I bled like pretty much after the first year. I bled nonstop. That wasn't fun for me. I know everybody takes different to birth control, meds, everything, but for me, it just wasn't it. Again, I decided to go with the Depo, and that is actually the worst decision to make. If you are a nursing mother and you do not want your milk supply to be messed with, don't get the Depo. Sorry, I was interrupted again. I asked all the questions, made sure that it was safe for nursing mothers. I didn't want to have any issues at all, honestly. And I know that's like impossible because it's birth control. Depo has the most hormones out of all of the birth control options, and with that comes a lot of mental health issues because the imbalance of hormones. I started going through depression. I started getting really bad anxiety attacks. I had 2 pretty bad ones. I cried a shit ton. I started bleeding, and I bled for probably 2 weeks straight, if not more, which led me to make a doctor's appointment to see what the F was going on. It was a really bad decision. I wish that she would have been, the first lady that I had talked to would have been more honest. Her answers were different. So the first lady answered my questions. She told me some things that obviously made me feel like, cool, okay, I can do Depo. I'm gonna be fine. This may or may not happen, but it was supposed to be, again, safe for nursing mothers. That's all she told me. So for me, hearing that I'm not gonna have any problems, but I did. My milk supply decreased a ton. I mean a ton. Like, I was making like 5-6 ounces easy. Like, I don't know how many hours, but every feeding pretty much. And I always had milk to put in the freezer as backup. My freezer was full. I think I have a picture. If I have a picture, I'll put it in. All that milk is gone because we did go through it. So because of all that, I made another appointment, and more so with the bleeding and like the super depressing feelings I was feeling, depression, whatever. I thought it was postpartum, but it just didn't feel right. Like, I didn't feel like myself. I did go through postpartum with my other son, and something this time told me, like, just go to see the doctor and figure out what's going on. And if it was that, then at least I had that answer. That for me, I'm more comfortable with knowing like what is going on. Just tell me what's going on, or let's figure it out and I'll get through it. So I went to that doctor's appointment, and it was a different midwife, and she in fact told me like what I needed to hear the first time was Depo was probably not the best decision because of the high hormones, because it messes with your milk supply. It can decrease it. That's all I needed to hear. That's all I needed to hear. Less milk supply and struggling with milk supply and feeding your baby, for me, it's a trigger. It's a trigger and feeling really sad. That appointment kind of just did it for me. The second one helped me to decide that I definitely am not gonna do birth control here on out, hoping that this stuff comes out of my system no more than 3 months, hopefully like a couple weeks after. I tried to ask today, I went to see the doctor again, like, how long does it take for this to actually get out of your system to, you know, be like back to normal or whatever. And of course they don't have the answer. And this third lady told me some other stuff. Like, I told her about my milk supply, and she said that, oh, it wouldn't really affect your milk supply. And you know, I'm done with these doctors and midwives telling me different things, because what I know is that once I got the Depo, everything changed, and I was not okay. And again, my plan was and still is to nurse my baby. Unfortunately, I also have to do formula because a baby gotta eat. I'm still nursing, and I'm doing all these supplements. I'm doing the Booby superfood. I'm doing 3 times a day a drink from Target that I had gotten, the Lactation Cookies. I am doing oatmeal every morning, every day, once a day. I've heard that helps your milk supply, and I latch him all the time. Of course, in the morning, milk is great. During the night, milk is all right because he doesn't eat that much. I do go through not quite a bit, but maybe like 3-4 bottles sometimes a day of formula because he just needs that much. I try to pump once a day. I was pumping for like 15, 20, I tried 30 minutes even. Literally only getting like a freaking ounce. It's devastating. Like, I can cry, but I'm over it. Like, I don't feel defeated anymore because I know what the problem is, and I'm just gonna wait it out. I don't feel like anything's truly working for me right now, so I do want to check back in to let you know. I'm going to try everything, all of my products again. once I have a better fighting chance, because right now, yeah, I'm doing it. It might be helping. I don't know. I have good days, I have bad days, but most of the time I'm literally not making any milk. Today, I made 2 ounces, but that's not even extra milk that I can keep. I have to feed it to him because he's hungry. You know, I want to give him that instead of formula. The formula is for when we really need it, and he's eating so much right now. I'm also hoping that I'll be able to get my milk supply back and kind of collect more milk, even if it's like a couple ounces a day. All in all, I just really wanted to make this video and say how I felt. If you know anybody who is nursing, about to have a baby, who wants to strictly nurse, please tell them. I don't know. I know some people don't want to have any more kids, or they want to go on birth control to make sure they're safe, and I'd totally do it. Like, I'm so for it. Do some research. Even me, with a little bit of research, like, I thought it was okay, and it wasn't, you know. So I mean, the only thing I can really say is don't get Depo if you don't want your milk supply to be messed with, because I hope that it's gonna come back. I don't even know if it's gonna come back. It may not. And I mean, I can keep nursing if I don't have milk, of course, but 1 to 2 ounces is not gonna keep this growing boy a growing boy. If it could help somebody, please, you know, share my video or tell somebody what I shared with you, that you heard here. If you have any questions about anything, please leave a comment or message me somehow, either here on YouTube or on Instagram. If you have any advice for me, I'll totally take it. I don't think anything will really help me right now until I get everything fully come out of my system. But I'm open to trying. I mean, I don't know what else that I can do that I'm already not doing. I've even done skin to skin, because I've heard skin to skin help. I just feel like I've done everything, and it's exhausting. It's almost like I don't want to do it anymore, but I also don't want to give up, and I have faith. I have high faith, high hopes that I'm just going to be positive. Going to be positive, because I don't want it to tear me down, and I don't want it to put me in another state of depression, because it's not fair for me. It's not fair for my family. It's definitely not fair for my kids to see me like that, or to have a mom that is just crying because some days I just don't feel like doing anything. I got it all out. Just wanted to say that, and I definitely will make another video once a month or so passes to try this all again and see if these products actually work. Because if I'm doing all this stuff right, my milk should be like. Well, thank you for watching my video, and it's been like a year since I made the video, but here it is. We out here being a whole ass mama, busy as heck. I wish I can upload more and like really do videos that I've always wanted to do, but it is hard. Who knows how long it's gonna take me to edit and post this video, but I'm gonna try to get it out soon. I gotta go pick up my daughter from school, so I am out.